What you got going? Good afternoon, peeps. Another wonderful installment of Tipsy Sprouts. Today on the homestead, I put together my smoker a little better than it was. I acquired a smoke box, or a fire box as it's called. This actually was on the side of the road on a stainless steel type cooker. And it's just what you see it is. It's just a box that holds wood to the fire, and it's got a couple of grates in there. We'll give a quick peek in there. Oh, quite smoky, quite smoky. Anyway, somewhere under all that wood, there's a couple of like L brackets, so you could actually put some grates in there to be able to do any grilling. I will probably be using it more as just a smoke box. I'm gonna close it back to work the smoker. Before I was having to make my fire in one end and then cook at the other, but now I've got all the cook space of the entire smoker to be able to use, and the fire is actually separate over here. I made a okay. Don't tease. I was given some parts. That bit of metal you see underneath there is kind of a flanging type system. And you see it's already dripping like juices and stuff. It's a flanging type system to get the smoke from the fire box into the cooker. I'm not going to open it. I'm actually doing a procedure right now. I robbed the metal out of an old hood vent. It's got some sharp edges, and it was gifted to me. Anyway, I cut out the top of it. You see all the raw edges there. This is an old hood vent. So I whipped out my tin snips and made up a flange to be able to make the smoke from this guy go into there, and it's working really well. I say I'm doing a procedure. What I'm doing, if you look real close, you can see I'm trying to seal the gaps everywhere, and that's when I got that firebox, it came with turning it around. Okay, it came with this spice. It's like a rub spice. It's not important what it is exactly. So it puts in a spice, which you can see in piles there, and I just kind of like made not really a putty, but I just kind of like fit it into the cracks. And then it's so glossy because I poured some regular old oil over it, some sunflower oil, to be able to try to seal the cracks. As you can see, there's no smoke coming from around here. And I've been working on that through the years. Oh, there's that beer again. All right, this is my stout. It wouldn't be Tipsy Sprouts without a drink. And I don't know how well the camera's working. If you can see it really well, you can see how many sips I've had out of it because it really sticks to the glass. That's my dry stout. It's a 4.20%. Anyway, we're not here for the beer. We're here for the homesteading type stuff. So I got this sucker on there, and you see I got it fired up, and so it's worked out pretty good. I've got a little leak down there, but the thing is, the more it smokes, the more it's going to kind of seal itself, and so we'll be good to go with that. I have I've used my that's one of those coiled to like a thermometer type chingadera, and so I don't know if you can see the numbers. Anyway, it says 184, and then at the other end it is, now you can read that, so that works. Alright, so that's perfect for a smoker. That's in that smoke range, just like it says on the thermometer, smoke in the blue section. So that's what that's about, and it's only cattywampus like that. So I turn it to the top just to see if okay, so I'll set it and see if it's increased or decreased. So that actually turns in there just a little bit. And until the thing gets warm, it doesn't want to move because it kind of seals in there. Okay, so there we are. This is my little smoker, or my firebox that I put on my smoker with a few very hardy self-tapping screws. But I'm trying to seal it up with spices and a little oil. to make that good seal. So I'm gonna let it sit. And I've had it going since like yesterday, and I've done the same to the top. You can see the nose smoke's coming out of it. It looks a little ugly, but it's really to do the right thing. You can see it's kind of like seamed together now, and so you just kind of brush it over anytime you see some smoke come out of there. All right, let me head out to the garden, guys. I got a little update, and I'm sorry I didn't see y'all last week. I got a little updates from what's been going on there. Really wasn't much happening out there, but I do have some things happening out there. I don't want to bore you each and every week with, oh, look, it's only gotten a ½ inch taller. So anyway, I'll head out there, and I'll see you in a minute. All right, gents. Slim got in trouble. Slim wasn't working. I told him, you just hang out by the power pole, and I put him in handcuffs. See, put him in handcuffs over here. Got a zip tie on his wrist. I told him, you hold up the solar panel. I said, you hold up the solar panel. With Slim. Anyway, Slim is still active. He's incarcerated. I got him stuck to the pole right now, and he's holding up the solar panel on this fine Sunday afternoon. Happy Mother's Day to all. This will probably come out tomorrow day somehow. Anyway, all right. So here we are. These are the greens. These are the green beans. These are green beans. And I missed one. I've been plucking out the blackberry bushes, the blackberry plants, because they're getting invasive again. Anyway, you see all the flowers, so they're gonna make some more beans. We've been picking them about as fast as they're coming out, and that's what you're supposed to do. Here's a couple there just to look at. They'll be ready in a few days. A couple tomorrow or next day maybe. So anyway, I need to replant some more because I got some open spots. So that's the old green beans along that way. All right. Poor old Slim. I got him bound to the power pole. Having to fix the old wagon. My wagon is I broke my wagon. I fell off the wagon. Anyway, it's got some rotted wood, so I need to I flipped it over to give it a look, and yeah, it's ill, and I need to fix it. Okay, so we're moving along quickly. I don't want to keep you all a bunch. I got the hops from town, from the internet, and those haven't come up yet. And the Columbus haven't shown their head yet. My Challengers, the ones that came from Daryl, are like, try not to blind you with the light and try to see what you're seeing. Anyway, I got it going horizontal now. So these things are about 6 inches apart, those squares, and so it's going up and it's going this way. Hopefully I'm not blinding you with any light. I can't see what you're seeing so much. And they said to strip out the last 2 foot of the leaves to keep from critters getting them. So Columbus isn't coming up that I bought. That's a Darren one. Chinook, I haven't seen any hide or tail from that one. Challenger, that's the other one that Darren gave me, and it's doing pretty good. Hopefully this camera is doing some kind of justice for it. It's doing pretty good. Again, those squares are like 6 inch increments, and we're up to here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the 5th at 6 inches. So yeah, it's like 2.5 foot tall already. It's cruising on up. It's all like almost waist level. That one's doing really well. One I did get from the internet. This is a Cascade, and it's starting to come along. See, the thing is, it's kind of confusing because hops look a lot like the blackberries that are evasive and I'm trying to get rid of. Let me scoot back over here to the Challengers one more time. There's not just one, but there's several others coming up. Hopefully this is getting the view. There's like 3 or 4 of them in there, believe it or not, and the other ones are kind of short, but the longer of the 3 or 4, whatever, I think it's 4, it is about waist high already. It's all the way up to there. Okay, so that's cool. So Slim holding the solar panel is working Yeah, well, you know, I brought some solar action out here. I've been tinkering with batteries and solar things and controllers and this and that, whatever. What Slim's doing is he's moving the water around in the pot. What? Oh, that's my beer. I like beer. He's moving water around in here. It's not necessary, but I thought, you know, well, because see, in the summertime, let me sit down. In the summertime, the frogs like to come out here and enjoy the water, and that's cool. And before there was a big bushy tree. Good thing is the big bushy tree. Bad thing it was like if you look real close, that tree had like some crazy thorns on it. It's like a dogwood or something. I don't know. Don't quote me. I don't know. Anyway, the very vicious thorns on that. So anyway, it circulates water whenever the sun is out, and I have the panel the right direction because of course the sun moves. But I figured, okay, hey, I got this water out here that's only, you know, 6 inches deep, and so I put one of my flats upside down, and then put a flat of what needs to be watered on top of it, so it gets water like as if you had it sitting in a tray. Hey, that's a great idea. Oh yeah, beer. I like beer. All right. Get a sip on this. I had to fill her back up before we headed on out. That's a beautiful stat, isn't it? That's a beautiful stat. Okay, we're not here for the beer. We're here for the plants. All right, so that I thought that was a great idea, and so I'm gonna swap that out with. I got another flat of wildflowers for the beneficial bugs. Cheers. I thought that was a great idea. The frogs hadn't been around this year, but yeah, last year when it had the tree there that kind of covered, it wasn't very tall. I say tree, it was more like a bush wanting to be a tree or a tree wanting to be a bush, whatever. It kind of gave some shade over here, so I don't know if I'll have frogs in here this year. But you come out and you hear them all croaking and stuff. But hey, I thought that was a good idea, and the water circulates around. There's no, I didn't put anything in the water. It's just water. But I stir it to where it doesn't gather mosquitoes. All right, let's move along. Yeah, I've been stirring up the compost, which I've been adding things to. We could really use some rain around here. Well, I picked a few radishes this morning. I think I should have picked them a little sooner. They're starting to split, which just means they were just in there a little too long. Got some pretty good specimens though. A little bunch of radishes. There's some monsters in there. So yeah, I should have planted some more before these guys got this far along, but that's all as well. A few radishes. Okay, so those are the radishes that I picked out of here. There's a couple of them left. My tomatoes are doing really good. Still been fighting the bugs a bit out here. Just the way it goes. I don't know if y'all can see back in there. You have to have some imagination or good eyes or whatever. There's tomatoes in there. Hopefully this video is doing some kind of justice for it. A couple more radishes that just need to go a little longer. These are cilantro, which we're bolting last few days. So I chopped out the bolts, and hopefully that it won't affect the flavor of the cilantro. That's my parsley, which I thought was cilantro when I bought it. Anyway, so I'm moving along. Alright, mas tomates. There's a couple of them hidden back in there. Maybe you can see it. Hopefully you can. See, a lot of times when I do these videos, it doesn't look as good to me as it does on the video. So hopefully you can see what's going on. So these guys are I'm squatted down, and so they're maybe 2 foot tall. Freaking flies out here, and so the peppers are doing their thing. They're moving pretty slow this year. Maybe I'm just impatient. I'm not sure, but so these other little things here are flowers that are going to be in between peppers. There's another pepper, and then that's a flowery thing. This is a cucumber, and they're starting to get long. They're starting to get some, get the trendles and stuff on my little tripod here. There's another little batch of them. Cheers. Flower, pepper. This has got flowers on it. Flowers. The bugs, like I said, have been pretty rough this year. No, I didn't do it that way. They took the last bottom leaves off of that guy too. All right, but peppers are coming around. Look at that one. It's almost as tall as a plant. And there's his little brother right there, kind of curly guy beside it. I will probably pull that off of there soon after this video. I was just only kept it on there to shoot this video. These are our peas in this row, but they're so intermittent that you can tell. Like I said, I kind of figured the peppers were going to go a little faster this year. They didn't. Flowers, pepper, and no flowers. Got flowers on these guys. Oh my goodness, excuse me. The flies are swarming me. So these are almost ready to go up the trellis, and I'll train them up the trellis for long, or the teepee before long. And so those are going good. There's a little guy in there that is actually a cucumber. I'm not gonna try to find him this afternoon. This looks like a Tabasco, it sure is. After looking at the tag, there's a little Tabasco pepper popped up out of there. Just kind of scanning along in this area. That's another pepper plant, no flowers. The slug got that one, and I found that sucker too. I put him out of his misery. Put him out of my misery. The one that got all the leaves off of this guy, I found him too. And so it'll recover. Again, I'm going to pull the peppers off of there, because if the peppers are on there, the plant will try to keep the peppers alive as opposed to keeping itself alive. So after the peppers are gone, then it will have more energy to be able to grow and do what it needs to do. Another little pepper there. This plant's doing pretty good. This is a cayenne, I think. The tag has got a little something over it. There's some peppers on there already. A few. I don't have a free hand, or I could brush away the debris from around the thing. This is a good healthy plant, that one. Alright, moving along. Ooh, that fly is following me. Alright, I don't have a whole lot more to show. My mint, I am going to, it's Sunday, so my playtime is over, but early next week, or at some point, I am going to skinny these back. This is going to get a haircut for sure. I'm going to try to get it to where it's just much more around that area as opposed to every freaking where. Okay, so I'm going to dry those out and probably make some, they're so evasive, probably make some mint wine or something out of them. If y'all want some mint, let me know. If you're in the U.S., I'll send you a sprig of it, and believe me, it will. You better keep it controlled, because it will take over your stuff. Alright, so that's that. Oh, plenty of peas. Yeah, we've had... Okay, they look pretty dry right now, don't they? The wife and I have been picking plenty of peas out here. They actually change colors, the pods do, from when they're little to when they're big. That's a pretty good sample right there. Trying to get it in the camera. About as wide as my finger, you know, almost. And so yeah, that's a short one, so there's probably only like 4 in that one. But anyway, they're making peas. They're doing it. The cucumbers are doing the cucumber thing. If you look very close right there, that's going to be a cucumber right underneath that flower. I'm looking around as I'm holding the camera. Anyway, they got the trendles, so I need to point them back toward this little trellis thing I've got going here, and they'll take off. They're actually doing pretty good. Get back a little bit. Anyway, they're trailing out, and they're doing pretty good. So those will climb this little trellis also and do a great job. Yeah, a couple of years ago, dude, we had cucumbers with the cucumbers on top. Okay, some more of the mint, then I'm gonna, like I said, they grow everywhere. Here's in the middle of the walkway, you know? And then they've crossed the walkway to come over here. Yeah, I need to get rid of the mint. Do I have it like super close or something? Let me pan y'all out. Oops, the other out. That's better. I need to trim back the mint. We already did the hops. All right, we're almost done, guys. The grand finale is what I got to show you on the front row. Man, they are kicking butt up there, man. Well, no, it sounds crunchy out here, doesn't it? Okay, so there's the little pepper plant there. And our little plant here, and it's already got, that's a Tabasco. I had a Tabasco plant one time. Hopefully you're seeing what I'm showing you, right beside the wire. I had a Tabasco plant one time. It was more like a bush, more like one of those square bushes that you see on the side of people's houses and stuff. It was a very, very dense bush, and that thing was just loaded with peppers. You could come out there every other day and pick 50 peppers. They're small, but you can pick 50 peppers, you know, off that little sucker. So things are doing all right. This is lettuce. Actually, I planted lettuce all through here. That's the only one that survived. I got a little lettuce going there. So that's that. All right, and the grand finale. Dum, 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 dum. This is 5 seeds that I planted in the ground, and I've done this before, and it still amazes me though. Look at that monster plant. Look at that monster plant. I'll set down my beverage and show you like one of the leaves compared to my hand or something. Cheers. Okay, just any one of them. I don't know. This leaf isn't the best example because it's got some holes in it. Thanks, bugs. That's a big leaf. That's a big leaf. There's just a whole lot to it. What's happening inside here? Flowers. All right, flowers are good. Flowers are good. Flowers mean vegetables. Some flowers happening in there. So flowers mean vegetables. Look back in there deep. You can see a few more, 3 or 4 more back in there that are doing the right thing. And so we'll move on to the next one. Again, I'll step back. That's in metric terms, that's 1.25 meters. You know, this is a meter. I planted 6 seeds there, 5 seeds here. If you've been watching the videos, you actually seen it when it was still bare ground, and I said that I put 5 seeds here. You know. Anyway, so here they are, and so they're. You can see inside there, we're getting some stuff. Look real close, way down at the bottom. Yeah, you can see it. That's a what you call it? A squash. That is a black zucchini squash. And so it won't be long, and they'll be ready. They'll be making fruits anyway. And so they're doing good. These are ones I got from the store. These are the crooked neck yellow squash. Okay, see some. Oh, that's got a little squash right there. Right there. Little squash coming up. Okay. Grand finale. Here we go. Everybody hold their breath. Here's my squashes, baby. Look at that. I got squashes. There's my hand compared to it. So you get the idea. I got one, you know, it's coming along. It's one there, another one coming up. And then in the same plant, dig a little deeper. I got a few more happening back here. Right down there in the sunlight, all looking shiny and pretty. One down in there. Fly is just bugging this stuffing out of me. Anyway, a bunch of critters, little bugs. Never seen that one, the red ant-looking thing. Anyway, so there's several in here. These are the yellow crooked neck squash. And they start out like this. And you gotta pick them fairly early. Again, my hand compared to it. So it's small yet. That's okay. You know, it's about 3.5 inches long. But it's coming along. It's coming along. And then the sunflower. This guy. I know I've showed you this guy before. Actually, it's on the downside. It's already done its business, and it's going into dormancy or whatever it does. That thing is my hand compared to it. Right? Right, so it's a big sucker. And there's a bunch of them over there the same way. Alright, I guess that's it. I don't have any tips or tricks this time. Just same old, taking care of things out here, still battling the bugs out there. If you do any bug treatments, do them diligently. Don't skip a week, because that's going to cost you. It's going to cost you. Things are growing and they're doing better. I didn't really have any updates last week because it just wasn't so overwhelming. But after seeing the squash over here on this guy, I felt like y'all needed to see that, and I thought that was kind of impressive. Anyway, let me spin you back around. I'll stay here in the shades where I can see me. Oh my goodness, I'm 5 minutes on this side. I'm about to 10, 11, 12 minutes, whatever. Alright, guys. So here it is. Thank you so much for coming by. I got my hand in the way. Thanks for coming by for some Tipsy Sprouts. I will see y'all next time. Y'all be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And go out there and get your hands dirty, man. Whether you're planting fruits or vegetables or even flowers, go out and grow something. It's always fun. It's a great hobby. All right, y'all take care. May the force be with you. All that good stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, and well, adios. Thanks again. Bye-bye.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Arrgh.